Sentinel crossover over to a superhero Sentinel, which is an interesting choice because he's continuing to do that going forward.
He's also dropped the pink color scheme, which is, kind of a bummer. But either way, whatever gets you here, right? Like, whatever gives you that emotional boost. We've seen players play with a specific skin setup, and then they make the swap, and suddenly it's like a whole other person is playing. So maybe that's what's happening here, is like this is Zacoi taking off the training weights with the rock, I guess, and going over to superhero mode.
Now we'll see if Zacoi continues to do that down sig read on Katars that he's been doing to a lot of different players quite successfully today. He's been throwing out side light, then he goes into the down signature. Occasionally it's been a neutral light into the down signature. Chasing after his opponent, expecting him to be grounded. There's the neutral light into the side light he was attempting. Feeblestar getting some unarmed damage, picks up the sword, nair into the recovery. Good way to start it. And a neutral light and a D-light side air. Getting a little bit generous, throwing out those signatures early on in this game, expecting the read.
Yeah, kind of went a little greedy with that side sig, specifically off stage, because it put him above that hammer. You saw that hammer recovery come out, but Zacoi was not able to get that follow-up. Instead, Feeblestar, the one still maintaining control here, hits the recovery, and Zacoi is struggling to get back, but he still survives just enough defense on the Sentinel to get past all of this from Feeblestar.
There's the D-Sig that he ends that half pipe with. 45 seconds into the game, it was looking rough for Zacoi, but with that, he ended up evening it up. Has Feeblestar in the red. Has the weapon. Feeblestar is oh! He goes for the stomp other direction side air instead of the gravity cancel stomp nair that he's been doing. I wonder if he meant to do the nair, but just misinput it.
Yeah, that definitely looks like a misinput. Usually when he goes for that nair, he goes for the other direction nair, which goes a little bit more to the 45, and so I think that's what happened there, is he ended up misinputting to the side air. Either way, Feeblestar going to get the first stock here. Deep red, though, on the low defense. Jiro coming in, went in the defense stance to put himself to 4, but still, a stomp side air, that stock's going to be gone.
Now, he didn't choose to strip the field, and that recovery is going to lead to his stock being lost. Zacoi going back to the Katars. Swapping away from the hammer. Feeble finding some solid unarmed damage early on. Zacoi back onto the hammer, controlling the weapons here a lot better than Feeblestar is. But what? Okay, all right. Maybe Feeble doesn't need him. I don't know why Zacoi was just letting him hit all those unarmed hits with a side heavy and a neutral heavy.
A little bit of a mental boom there, right? Like constantly thinking that, you know what, I have the weapon advantage, so I should just go in. And Feeblestar took full advantage of that, just putting hitboxes and Zacoi running into them. And that's going to give Feeblestar a huge advantage coming into these final stocks, as Feeblestar basically a full stock. Yeah, definitely a full stock over Zacoi right now. And he misses the ground pound. Zacoi's gone.
That is not the first time that has happened to Zacoi today. But if you look back at the set against Blue Guys, he also lost game 1 against Blue Guys. We'll see if it's a back and forth here, or if Feeblestar can take all the momentum that he got that game and continue it into game 2. No character swap from Zacoi as we go to the Demon Island.
I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think either of these players has switched on loss.
I can't remember.
Actually, no, Feeblestar has played some other characters.
Yeah, he ran through a bunch of characters against Showmaker, playing a Jiro, playing a Fate, and then ending with an
That was a weird set, to be fair.
That was.
Kind of a weird set. Meanwhile, game number 2, Feeblestar with some good damage, but Zacoi with the vertical, getting some damage built back up onto Feeblestar.
Feeblestar sitting on the right side of the stage. Now he's moving forward, using his dashes to change up the way he initiates the D-Light side air, swapping away from the scythe onto the sword again with the side signature. This time it gets punished. Backing up. Only goes for the 2-hit of that. Didn't even throw out a follow-up.
Oh no! Yeah, interesting. Like, the dare's a pretty safe option. If it doesn't hit, usually they're still in their dodge frames, and it's like, all right, well, I'm still above you. I can kind of move out of the way of this one. Either way, Feeblestar is going to get caught by that down signature. Stock and health completely even.
Zacoi does have the weapon advantage here. Ooh, didn't try to end that with a down signature at all. I guess he had the low damage on a Feeblestar, so he wanted to sit stuck to him like glue and live as long as he could on it. Oh, interrupting that one with a sword neutral light.
Zacoi is still getting these openers, getting these downlight dares. They add up. He's getting a good amount of damage built up onto Feeblestar. Now it's over to the hammer. Lots of good knockout potential here with this hammer.
There's the side light, goes again for the stomp, hits the raw nair, didn't even need the GCD light to pick that up. Started with the nair and ended with that nair. Only one hit was necessary to get the KO. Again, Feeblestar with the side heavy. Spot dodge, hits the neutral light, dare, D-light. Is Zacoi gonna recover high? He does. Feeblestar goes up, hits him with the side air. Ooh, we let him get back.
And let him get some extra damage on his return, but a nice neutral light into the recovery, and Feeblestar is going to even up the stock. This pick of weapon likely will be sticking with the site. This has been the predominant damage building weapon.
Zacoi being very careful. You see him just kind of backing up, running away. Weapon spawn comes in. Can Feeblestar control this one? The side light hits him away. Here comes the hammer, stomp, side air. Zacoi with a big lead, avoiding that side signature, hits the dare, and the recovery, and the side air. Ooh, Zacoi.
He's hitting these stomps kind of awkward, and he's not sure what the option is. Nice gravity cancel sideline. I'm surprised he wasn't able to hit the recovery, and Zacoi gets the turnaround for the stomp side air to take game number 2.
That's not the first time that he struggled to hit that recovery off of a gravity cancel on the edge. He did that in a previous set earlier today on the right side. I can't remember what stage it was on, but that's not the first time he struggled to hit that.
I'm not sure if he did the hard side light or if he did the soft side light, because I believe off the soft side light, the recovery is like basically unavoidable.
Yeah.
He did the soft. Zacoi able to avoid it. Really well done from Zacoi, and we're going to be here in game number 3. Of course, no character swaps on either side. Feeblestar able to pick up a sword, Zacoi on the guitars.
Now, Feeblestar kind of started that off going in big. I mean, it's just an unarmed down air, but that moves you significantly far away from the weapon. So he was banking on that one hitting, and if it missed, it was a free weapon for Zacoi. All he had to do was just kind of stay away from it, which he did. Picked up the first weapon. Now he also has the second weapon. Don't know what that ground pound is, but it might have been a down signature that he missed input. Oh, yo. This time he goes for the follow-up, but does not hit it. Went for the turnaround nair.
I like that he went for a follow-up there,
yeah,
though. It
definitely
shows, again, that, like, it's pretty safe to go for something after hitting that recovery. Either way, you're getting that damage built up. Feeblestar a little bit behind on the damage. Side sig is going to get the stock, and Zacoi looking pretty good here. Has some help to play with the Sentinel.
We might see a little bit of the sauce come out from Zacoi this game. Throwing out that side signature and hitting that. He's probably feeling good based on this lead he has. Oh, man, you know he wanted a dare there, not a ledge cancel D-light.
Missed the down air. Zacoi going to go for the big plays. Hit the weapon toss. Arm down air. Feeblestar can't touch.
He's got the sauce. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Has the 2-stock lead. Yes, sir.
Mixed them all together. Ranch, barbecue, ketchup, Thousand Island Plus.
That's disgusting.
What a recovery from... Yeah, I know, right?
That's so disgusting, too.
Gonna get the stock off of Zacoi. Yo, the plays were disgusting.
I made a bet for 2 quarters to drink a mixture of sauce when I was like 11, and I puked in the garden of the hotel.
Ooh, I like that read.
Don't go for all those sauces. The sauce he's doing right now is a sufficient amount of sauce. It's just ranch, the best sauce.
There's a good amount. There's a healthy amount of sauce. Feeblestar gonna avoid that down signature read from Zacoi and gets a nice punish. Getting this damage built up, but he needs this stock badly.
Does have Zacoi in the orange, but like one more hit. Yep, it was that side air. Put Feeblestar orange, so still a full stock lead. Zacoi turns red. Getting back to the main platform. Oh, the neutral sig gets punished by Feeblestar. Zacoi's been catching people with neutral sigs today. Hasn't really caught one against Feeblestar just yet. Zacoi weapon disadvantage, goes to the left side, picks up the guitars. Waiting, floating. Neutral light comes out, goes for the neutral sig the other direction. GC down signature.
One of the signatures that covers both sides of you. Zacoi utilizing that to great effect. Feeblestar, the nair, not as much force, but he's high enough for the second one to get the knockout. But again, Feeblestar, he's behind. He's in the red, and all Zacoi needs is a hammer to finish this game.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, yeah, it is. I couldn't remember if he cycled the weapons at all. It's going to be a hammer coming in. He's hit the stomps. He's hit the nairs. He's hit the sares. Struggling to find the neutral signature. Feeblestar has him in yellow. Has some momentum on his side here. Stomp side air, gonna halt that train, and Zacoi is gonna take game 3, now up 2-1 in this best of 5.
One game away from moving on into blue, guys. The person who knocked Zacoi into the lower bracket. Feeblestar going to try to bring out something big, sticking with the Giro, but of course getting rid of Miami Dome. Did not like the Dome.
But apparently Zacoi likes soft platforms as we're going to Enigma. Have we seen this stage today? I know we saw it a little bit yesterday.
I mean, like, as a whole, it is one of the lesser picked maps. Generally speaking, it is like some players straight up do not like soft platforms, and some players are like, I love me some soft platforms. So it is a little bit of a rare pick. Looks like Zacoi, though, fan of the soft platform.
He's just kind of staying on the ground. Feeblestar push to the left side, answers back to the sidelight. Oh, he got the read, he got the dodge too. Goes for a neutral light the other direction. Did he expect a dodge through, or was that just another misinput?
No, that's a straight reaction, right? Zacoi, when he starts half-piping, Feeblestar just throws out the neutral light, comes out super quick, and just halts all of that momentum from Zacoi. That time just didn't get the hit.
Oh,
dodges. Through, avoiding the down sig.
Zacoi with a solid damage lead, has the KO weapon in hand.
Good spot dodge to avoid the side sig. Ground pound reaches over the corner. Zacoi with a weapon toss into the ground pound, and Zacoi is going into the second stock of Feeblestar with a lot of health to play with. He's going high for that weapon toss too.
And that ground pound from Zacoi was like in the perfect spot. I'm pretty sure if Feeble hung onto the wall like he was, ground pound hits. If he goes deeper into the push-off column, it hits. That's a killed in orange.
Yeah,
Jiro has some dummy force on his signatures. It's crazy. He got a kill earlier on Demon Island with the sword neutral signature on an opponent that was like in just regular red.
He's 4 force right now. He's taken out of the strength stance. All right, Feeblestar.
Has he all but evened up this game?
Yeah,
just like that.
He's taking the lead.
Yeah, he has the coin in the orange now.
Oh! Good pick. But Zacoi able to clap back with the hammer. Oh, goes for the ground pound, but Feeblestar with the punish. Risky ground pound onto a hammer. Feeblestar feeling real good right now.
I mean, I would be 2 after that punish. Zacoi came straight down. Feeble reached up and grabbed him at the 45-degree angle. Zacoi deciding whether he wants to go under, but he goes back.
Ooh, avoids dodges from Feeblestar.
I like what I'm seeing from Feeblestar here because you can tell there's some confidence in what he's doing, but there's also restraint in what he's doing.
He's not going too wild with what he's doing, but he is disarmed. And this is what Zacoi needs. Spot dodge avoids the down light, throws out the neutral light. Good spot dodge again. Feeblestar doing such a good job. He knows that he cannot afford to get hit here, and he gets the neutral light. He's going to take the stock advantage, but he needs to add up the damage onto Zacoi. Take this to game number 5.
Guitars come in. I'm expecting a D-Sig. We haven't seen Zacoi use recovery too much. Oh, Feeblestar grabs the recovery too. Not a huge risk for Zacoi to get knocked out here, but still, Feeblestar continuing to run this game. Interrupts the side signature, that Chidori. Zacoi didn't have enough hate in his heart to bring out that Chidori.
Very important to have a lot of hate in that Uchiha heart. But Feeblestar, of course, the anime character that he is going to get taken out by the Stomp Side Air, but he's just going to come back. You know anime characters can't die unless you're like, I suppose.
Did Neji die in the first part?
That's
okay, then you really did spoil it for me.
My bad.
That's kind of whack.
Sorry.
That's all right. I ain't watched Shippuden.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't think you're going to watch it. Nice down air into the side air coming out from Feeblestar. Zacoi, though, going to get some damage back. Feeblestar with the patience, going to outspace that down signature. Was ready for that.
Ooh, game 5 potential. Very real here.
Feeblestar
playing so well.
What's that dare? What's that dare?
That was very bold of Zacoi to go in with a ground pound there. Telegraphed it quite a bit, and Feeblestar punished it before.
Punish the gravity cancel. Dodge on cooldown. Zacoi running out of options here. Currently unarmed. The weapon toss going to keep him off the stage. Feeblestar needs to get this stock, though. The longer he leaves Zacoi alive, the more opportunities Zacoi has to get back into this.
Neutral light Zacoi. Recovering straight away, doesn't even touch the wall. That neutral light, that could be bad for him. Did he technically touch? I don't think he technically touched. The neutral light from Feeblestar picked him up in the air. He didn't touch the wall previously. That sent him far to the right. He had nothing to get back, and Feeblestar ended it. We're going to game 5.
I'm kind of salty that they're going straight into it. Of course, they're both heated. They're both excited. They want to run. But man, I would have loved to see the graphs on that one because it looked like a lot of damage had to be done onto Zacoi's final stock to get that last one.
Seeing defense stance coming out from Feeblestar, letting him live just a little bit longer.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
No swaps from Zacoi.
Feeblestar is getting these interrupts, and like, I know from personal experience that interrupts they'll get you salty, man.
He's still keeping the unarmed damage going. He did a lot of work, and it took a lot of work for them to basically be even, but still, they are even, and that's good because Feeblestar now has a weapon in his hand, has Zacoi in the orange. The recovery putting him deeper into the orange. Feeblestar still in the yellow. He can't let Zacoi control the ground. That's where he was struggling previously, is when he couldn't land. Zacoi was adding up that damage.
Still able to pick up the sword. Still getting these hits onto Zacoi.
Wow.
It's through it with the spot dodge. Zacoi missing the neutral signature, and Feeblestar able to turn that spot dodge into a gravity cancel. But Zacoi still living on this first stock, still has opportunities here.
Again, we're still seeing confidence, but more importantly, restraint coming out from Feeblestar. Like, you're seeing that spot dodge on the insig that led to the D-Light, showing confidence, but he's not going ham. You see him dip down below the soft platform and then immediately go back onto the main stage, pick up the easy side air to get the KO, only about halfway through his first stock.
But it is still a Jiro, low defense legend. It is easy to chip through this stock, especially when you have a hard-hitting hammer. It's going to be on Zacoi to get these hits, though. Gets a stomp side air, another one, and this stock could be gone, and Feeblestar is just back to neutral.
You know what's crazy? Feeblestar has $10 in earnings. PR 38 compared to the PR 34. Zacoi evening this up in terms of stock, still just a little bit behind in terms of damage. The spawn goes in and Feeblestar immediately runs towards it. Zacoi didn't really try and contest it because Feeblestar had those iframes on spawn.
And Zacoi, he had the gravity cancel D-Light, had the dodge read, but just could not get the extra. But he's still staying even with Feeblestar, which is good for Zacoi because historically, Feeblestar has had to build up a lot of damage to finish these stocks off of Zacoi.
Not falling prey to these signatures anymore. Goes with the ground pound. Not sure if he wanted to just really commit to it or if he wanted to use it like a bait and grab it, end it on that wall.
And with the nair into the downlight, Zacoi off stage. Feeblestar not going to go for anything too crazy. It's the neutral sig to catch Zacoi on the high recovery, and Feeblestar has one stock left to get through to earn a guaranteed top 3 finish.
He knew exactly where Zacoi was going to be when he would choose to fully recover back to the stage. That neutral signature was so well placed. Continues with the lead he had previously and is still building up damage. Gets away from the weapon toss, backs away just enough to get away from that ground pound. Again, Zacoi going deep with the ground pound. No punish this time. Side sig does get punished. 3 hits, almost 4.
Love that D-Light into the turnaround nair. Feeblestar gets the recovery. Not able to hit the ground pound, but still gets this wall touch. Getting more and more damage here. Neutral sig, one more of those, and Feeblestar could be going into the loser's final.
There you see Zacoi going in with the side light into the side air. That's been a regular follow-up when he sidelights someone off stage. Oh, he went for it. Went for the big play. He might fall here. Doesn't quite have the in-air movement speed, even with the, he's in the defense stance. So even with the movement speed, doesn't quite have enough to fade back deep enough into the push-off column to avoid the ground pound. But still, huge lead. Just got Zacoi into the red. That recovery sending him off screen. One more D-Light recovery might seal the deal here, and Feeblestar could move on.
Zacoi needs a Gimp here. He cannot afford to play neutral because Feeblestar is just chipping away and will eventually win off of just raw neutral lights or a side light like that.
Oh!
The down light will do it. Feeblestar gonna take down Zacoi and continue the tear in the bracket to go on up against Blue Guys.
There you see that side air. He chose to dip down below the soft platform, then back up. Here's where he calls out with the neutral signature. Nails it. And then you see the end of that last game. The side light send him flying. The strong D-light to send him to the blast zone. Feeblestar moving on. PR38 taking out PR34, one of the favorites of this tournament. I don't think Feeblestar was really on anybody's radar to win this tournament.
No, unless you're on Team Shonk, Feeblestar was very much not on your radar, but I definitely believe